Tinubu's government is doing very well. Yeah, that's what the supporters of Tinubu want to hear. That their principal is doing very well. The first major problem is that these people are failing to realize that campaign is over. It's time for work. They are still trying to market the man to us. This is the part that I don't understand. I was having an argument with somebody today, and he was talking a lot of rubbish that the things that Tinubu is doing for this country, they may not show up now. I'm like, listen, every layman knows that in governance or in leadership or whatever position you find yourself, there are short-term goals and there are long-term goals. Okay? Oga has done over a year in government. The only achievement so far is bringing back an old national anthem and trying to force people to learn it. That's the only achievement so far. Okay? They have made a lot of promises. Not one have they kept. They've said that refineries, Port Harcourt refinery specifically, is going to start working by this month end. We fold hand like this, they wait. What is the latest achievement? They've increased the price of international passports. Yes, that's one of the achievements of Tinubu government. They increased the price of international passport. To do a 10-year passport in Nigeria now, the amount is actually bigger than our minimum wage, which means a normal worker cannot even do Nigerian passport. You understand? 35,000 before. They increased 5 years now to 50,000. They have now increased 10 years now to 100,000. This 10 years passport now, in no tell with the release them, they don't increase the price. And I said this thing a couple of years ago, and I was told by one guy, one immigration guy, I don't want to call his name, saying that Malaysia they print Nigerian passports. Yes. Facts. As we are in this country, we cannot categorically tell you the amount that our lawmakers earn as wages. The official amount is supposed to be 1 million naira per senator. But ladies and gentlemen, on Arise TV the other day, a man came and with facts said they earn up to 22 million per sitting. Not per sitting, per month. 22 million naira. And these douchebags increase minimum wage to 70,000. Not official, not even properly official yet. That's the proposed amount. Don't forget, when they increased it to 30,000 the other day, some governors cried out that they could not pay the money. Yes. Governors never ever have monies until it's time for election. Then they start doling out cash. If you put salaries of senators or lawmakers at 500,000, they've increased that of the judiciary, by the way. They increased the salaries of the judiciary by 300%. So the common man now don't deserve that increment. Do you understand? So when you go in front of a Tinubu supporter to say Tinubu's government is doing well, they shake you. They know that is a lie, but they will shake you and hail you that yes. Some of them will come on TV and talk a lot of jargons. Oh, he has done, like, okay, can we even see? No matter how well a government is doing, if it does not reflect in the life of the common man, the government is failing. The government is 1,000% failing. That's how dollars skyrocketed. And all of a sudden, about 4-5 months ago, they said, oh, the dollar has dropped. The dollar has dropped. I said it in one of my videos. I said what these guys have done is they pumped Naira into the system. And then, naturally, the price will come down. But I said, if this thing lasts more than 3 months, I'm going to do 1 million naira giveaway. It didn't even stay up to 3 months. As I speak to you now, £1 is over 2,000 naira. Yes. over 2,000 naira. And some people still want you to say, oh, Tinubu's government is doing well. Even the roasted corn that the man promised us, we know there's no roasted corn now. Do you understand? So what that means is that hard work in Nigeria is a crime. Like if you settle down now and say, okay, do you know what it means for a working class man not to be able to build a 2-bedroom flat in his own country? You can't even buy. The real estate companies, for instance, they come to you and say they are selling a 3-bedroom flat for 60 million naira, right? And then they ask you to pay 10%, which is 6 million. First of all, I don't know how many Nigerians have up to 500,000 in their accounts. So how are they going to pay the 6 million? Let's push that aside. They now tell you that they want you to pay the balance of 54 million naira in 3 years. Do the math and realize that the whole real estate idea is also, again, not for the common man. So what is the benefit of the common man? Zero. Our educational system has failed. It's not failing, it has failed. So that's why the private schools will shoot their prices up, because they know that there's no competition. If the government schools were as good and standard as the private schools, naturally the prices of the private school will come down. It's natural. When there's competition, prices will be balanced. That's just how it works. It'd be interesting to know that Dangote refinery we import fuel. Yes. Refinery, they import fuel. Refinery that's supposed to actually refine crude and give us fuel, we import fuel. Don't take my word for it, but this is what is going to happen. So, once again, the Tinubu's government is doing well, as we can see. And then the past presidents, excluding Obasanjo, it was only Obasanjo that was not there. These guys went to Tinubu in Aso Rock and told him that he's doing well, that they put their vote of confidence in the Tinubu's government, that he's doing well. Yahya Bello, they are begging him now to come to court for corruption cases. In the end, nothing will happen. Like to Yahya Bello, nothing, zero. That's how this issue will drag until the next election. And everybody will forget. Take the case of Rocha Sokorocha. Rocha Sokorocha, we saw a video of him speaking in tongues when the FCC were breaking through his roof to go into his house to arrest him. And for somebody who is not used to the Nigerian system, you will naturally think that, oh, that's it, his own is done. What happened? 3 days later, the man was at the APC primaries contesting to be president. Yes, I'm not fighting anybody. I just want to let Tinubu supporters know that there's always a time to keep quiet. Campaign is over. That's why you have not seen me post Peter Obi in a while, because the campaign is not the president. Campaign is over. So what am I posting Peter Obi for? If he contests for the next election again, I support him again. Then we start posting Peter Obi again. For now, we are going to sit here and criticize the government until they choose to do the right thing, which is far from them, by the way. Because rather than pumping money into the economy, they prefer to pay their social media influencers. So those ones can be putting out stories that are so untrue. I'm making this video because I know that the person that I was arguing with will see this video. Let your conscience judge you. If you are, do you know that lawmakers get money for projects in their constituency? I think it's every month or every 3 months. I don't know the exact, and I don't know the exact figure. What do they do with these monies? The Senate president, the executive arm of the Senate will take some percentage of that money, and then the others will share. That's what they do in ASO. Amechi said it. Amechi said it in an interview. If you check online, you will find it. Amechi said that all they do in Abuja is share money. That's all they do in Abuja. So if you are the common man in Nigeria, rather than going on social media to fight people, fight yourself, understand that our problem is the political class. Has nothing to do with, the youth versus the... No, Yaya Bello is a youth, as far as I'm concerned. There are so many young people that are in government today that don't have sense. So it has nothing to do with whether you are old or you are young. Do you understand? Then Obasanjo came out to say the other day that the lawmakers fix their own salaries. That's what Obasanjo said it. And Obasanjo is the man that will tell you in good authority. He knows exactly what he's saying. He was saying it in front of the senators who came to visit him. That you guys should... I mean, morally, Obasanjo might not be the guy to want to accuse anybody of being corrupt. Because all of us remember the case of MTN, which was a rumor and is still a rumor, but I believe that there are some facts. When MTN came into Nigeria, it came during the period of Obasanjo. And then for you to recharge MTN, you have to put star 555 star 1 star. I hear that one. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. So the problem with this whole system is when these guys are negotiating, they are not negotiating on behalf of the country. They are negotiating on behalf of their personal gain and that of their families. And then for those of you who come on social media to say, some of you carry your family abroad, and listen, are there any rich man in Nigeria today whose child, I'm talking political class now, whose child is not a citizen of a foreign country? Are there any political class in Nigeria? At most, 95% of our lawmakers, their kids are abroad, or their past presidents. I don't want to mention names. Some past presidents, their kids are in London. That's where they stay. Our former president Buhari, his family, they used to live in Dubai. I don't know if they still live there now. It's common knowledge. It's not like maybe somebody from the story on this. Common knowledge. Do you understand? So if you are going to believe in Nigeria, there's nothing wrong with believing in Nigeria. But if you have the opportunity to make sure that your family is doing well, please. These guys don't care about no human being that is not on their level. I'm talking about the issue of tribe, where you hear Igbo must go, Hausa must go, Yoruba must go. Nobody's going anywhere, to be quite honest, because the political class, they don't have this level of arguments. But they fuel it because it helps their political image. Not image, it helps their political stance. So naturally, the worst media team in the history of the world is Tinubu's media team, Tayo Ononuga and company, where one of them will post something and the next guy will come and say that stuff that was posted is old. They all work in the same office. Do you understand? So if these guys can be this disorganized, and let me tell you one truth. This is not me trying to accuse anybody. Any power that is stolen will never be used for good. Any power that is stolen will never be used for good. So if you are watching this video and you are a Nigerian youth and you are benefiting from a politician, it's okay. That's your choice. That's where you have chosen. But don't try to shut people up when they are criticizing the government. Because this government, what they discuss, all of us government. It's not affecting you, but it's affecting us. Some people will tell you, oh, you that is talking, you are living well. No. If you are the only rich man in your circle of 10 friends, you are going to be broke. Just give yourself time. Except you are a bad person. If you are the guy that your friends run to every time when they have financial issues, you are going to be broke. It will just take a little time. And Nigeria, we make sure that that happens. My father played football for Nigeria. Yes. And they made a lot of promises to them when they won the All African game in 1973. Oh, we are going to give you landed properties. We are going to give you this. When my father died, they brought generator and one bag of rice. Yeah. That was all they brought. Stephen Keshi. Was it Stephen Keshi or I've forgotten the other person that one Nigerian coach. When the man poof, they did not attend his burial. That's a national hero. Do you understand? So look at the one time I made a video about the Nigerian Football Federation when I said, so I went to Chelsea Stadium to watch football, and then I said, I did an interview at the Chelsea Stadium. I was asking questions like, because I saw a lot of people walking, a lot of staffs, and I was like, who pay these people? They say it's Chelsea. How do they generate the money? They say from ticketing and sponsorship and all that stuff. And then I made a video, which I would not want to go into because I know the problem that that video caused. I was like, NFF is Nigerian Football Federation, but the whole thing is looking like the NFF is just for the Super Eagles. So whenever Super Eagles play match, that's when we know that we have NFF. We have Nigerian League. We don't have standard stadiums where these guys can play football. No Nigerian team can sign a foreign footballer. None. But if all of them even put all their resources together, they cannot sign a foreign footballer. I don't want to know. Even the foreign footballer that is already retiring, they can't sign the person. That's why you find that our best players from Nigerian League will always run abroad. Some of them play in leagues that we cannot even pronounce the name. We don't even know. So it's when they start shining abroad that they will now call them to come and play for Nigeria. Do you understand? So once again, to the Tinubu shenanigans, the fanatics, your government is a failure until they can prove me wrong. Can hog transformer, can trick your ass on the barbed wire, I don't care. The reason I'm making this video, the person knows, because the argument was annoying. You can't pinpoint one major project that your government has embarked on. None. They are buying private jets that they are seizing in France. They are buying yachts. They are giving senators mails. Yeah, that's what they call it. So they send them mails for Christmas. I wish everybody well. My name is Efe Worry Boy. I'm not angry. I'm just pouring out my heart. Well done.